Success does not come to the person who only wants it when it is convenient. Success demands total commitment. You have to make a decision deep within yourself that you are going to pursue your goal with everything you have. Not sometimes, not when you feel motivated, not only when things are going well. You have to be committed when you are tired, when nobody believes in you, when the results are slow, and when the journey becomes uncomfortable. A dream without commitment is only a wish. You can have the greatest vision in the world, but if you are not willing to sacrifice for it, work for it, and remain consistent with it, that vision will stay exactly where it started in your mind. There will be days when you wake up and do not feel like working. There will be moments when you question yourself. There will be people who tell you that your dream is too big, that you are wasting your time, or that you should settle for something easier. But commitment means you stop allowing temporary emotions to control permanent decisions. You have to decide what matters more, your excuses or your future. If you want to become stronger, you have to train when it is difficult. If you want to build a successful business, you have to keep learning when nobody is paying attention. If you want to change your life, you have to change your daily habits. You cannot demand a different life while giving the same level of effort. Total commitment means giving your goal your attention, your energy, your patience, and your discipline. It means understanding that the price of success is not always money. Sometimes the price is comfort. Sometimes it is late nights, early mornings, missed opportunities to have fun, and walking away from distractions that keep pulling you backward. You must be willing to choose your future over your temporary feelings. And when you commit, do not commit only to the result. Commit to the process. Commit to showing up, commit to improving, commit to learning from failure, commit to getting back up every time you fall. Your success will eventually reflect the level of commitment you bring to your purpose. So stop asking whether the journey will be easy. Ask yourself whether you are willing to give everything necessary to become the person capable of achieving the goal. Because success demands commitment. And when you give your dream everything you have, you give yourself a real chance to turn that dream into reality. Success demands sacrifice because you cannot build an extraordinary life while constantly choosing ordinary comfort. Every goal has a price, and if you are serious about becoming successful, you must be willing to pay that price through your time, effort, discipline, and choices. You may have to sacrifice comfort when you would rather stay in bed. You may have to sacrifice entertainment when you need to work on your vision. You may have to sacrifice distractions, negative environments, and habits that keep you from becoming the person you know you can be. The truth is, everybody wants the reward, but not everybody is willing to accept the sacrifice required to earn it. People see the finished success, but they often do not see the early mornings, the lonely nights, the failures, the rejection, and the countless hours of preparation behind it. You cannot look at somebody's achievement and only admire the results. You have to respect the process that created those results. Sacrifice means understanding that temporary pleasure can cost you long-term progress. There will be moments when your friends are having fun and you are working. There will be moments when people are relaxing and you are learning. There will be moments when quitting feels easier than continuing. But you must remember what you are working toward. Your future requires decisions from you today. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you are making an investment in the person you are becoming. Every hour you spend improving your skills, strengthening your mindset, building your craft, or pursuing your purpose is moving you closer to your vision. But sacrifice does not mean destroying yourself or abandoning everything that matters. It means knowing your priorities and being willing to give up what is less important for what matters most. You have to ask yourself, What am I willing to sacrifice for the life I say I want? Because your answer will reveal how serious you truly are. If your goal matters deeply enough, you will find a way to keep moving even when the process becomes uncomfortable. Stop expecting success to come without a price. Stop expecting greatness while protecting yourself from every inconvenience. Growth happens when you are willing to step beyond your comfort zone and do what others are unwilling to do. Your sacrifice today can become the foundation of your freedom tomorrow. So if you want success, understand the agreement. You give up something now to gain something greater later. The struggle is temporary, but the person you become through that struggle can change your entire life. ***, success demands sacrifice, and if your dream is worth having, it is worth paying the price. ***, success demands discipline when nobody is watching, because the most important battles are often fought in silence. Anyone can work hard when people are cheering, when the camera is recording, or when everyone around them is celebrating their progress. But real commitment is revealed when there is no audience, no applause, and no immediate reward. That is where discipline becomes powerful. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you do not feel like doing it. It means keeping the promises you make to yourself. If you say you are going to study, study. If you say you are going to train, train. If you say you are going to build your business, build it. Your future is being created by the choices you make in those private moments. Nobody may know that you woke up early, nobody may see the hours you spent learning, and nobody may recognize the sacrifices you made, but that does not make those efforts meaningless. In fact, those unseen efforts are often the foundation of visible success. You have to stop depending on motivation, because motivation comes and goes. One day you feel unstoppable, and the next day you feel exhausted and uncertain. Discipline keeps you moving when motivation disappears. It tells you that your goal is bigger than your temporary feelings. There will be days when you do not want to work. There will be days when you doubt yourself. There will be days when the results are nowhere to be seen. But discipline says, keep going. You cannot control every result, but you can control whether you show up. You can control your effort, your attitude, your preparation, and your consistency. The person who learns to master those things becomes extremely difficult to stop. Remember, your habits are voting for the person you will become. Every time you choose focus over distraction, you strengthen your discipline. Every time you finish what you started, you build trust in yourself. Every time you refuse to quit simply because something is difficult, you become mentally stronger. Stop worrying about whether people recognize your effort. Stop looking for applause before you have completed the work. Build quietly, improve quietly, practice quietly. Let your results make the noise later. The world may not see the hours you spend preparing, but eventually it will see what those hours created. Success is not built only on big opportunities. It is built through small decisions repeated consistently when nobody is watching. ***, if you can discipline yourself in private, you will eventually create results that cannot be ignored in public. Success demands that you keep going, because the road to greatness is never a straight line. There will be moments when everything seems to be working, but there will also be moments when nothing makes sense. You will experience failure, rejection, disappointment, delays, criticism, and days when you question whether your dream is even possible. Those moments are not proof that you should quit. They are opportunities to discover how badly you truly want what you say you want. Anyone can keep moving when the path is easy, but your character is revealed when the path becomes difficult. You have to develop the mentality that setbacks are not permanent and failure is not your identity. You may fall, but you cannot stay down. You may lose, but you cannot allow one loss to convince you that you are a loser. You may face rejection, but you cannot let someone else's no become the final answer to your life. Sometimes success is simply having enough courage to take one more step when you cannot see the entire road ahead. You do not need to know exactly how everything will work out. You need enough faith and discipline to continue taking action. There will be days when your progress feels invisible, but remember that growth is not always immediately visible. A seed grows beneath the surface before anyone sees the plant. In the same way, your effort may be building strength, knowledge, confidence, and resilience long before the results appear. Do not quit simply because the reward has not arrived yet. Keep learning, keep improving, keep showing up. Keep adjusting your strategy when something does not work. Persistence does not mean repeating the same mistake forever. It means refusing to abandon your purpose while being willing to change your approach. Every setback can teach you something if you are willing to learn from it. Every difficult season can make you stronger if you refuse to let it break you. The people who eventually succeed are not always the most talented or the luckiest. Often, they are the ones who stayed in the fight long enough to give their potential a chance. So when life gets hard, remind yourself why you started. Remember the vision that made you believe in yourself. Remember the person you are trying to become. Take a breath, stand back up, and move forward. Asterisk, asterisk, success demands that you keep going, especially when quitting feels easier. Asterisk, asterisk.